Yes, welcome back to Yeronga. It's half-time here as Bond Uni lead this Division 2 Grand Final. 7-7-49 to Beenleigh 2-3-15. How are we going to see this one unfold, Chipper, in the second half?
Oh, look, if you're a betting man, I guess you'd have your money on Bond at the moment. It's a strong lead, 34 points. 7 of the 9 goals kicked so far. They've won both quarters, of course, and kicking with a slight breeze. As Roger Merritt is trying to throw lollies up to the at the half-time break for us here. Oh, thanks, Dodge.
As the ball goes up towards centre half forward now. Here's a big chance for Beenleigh. This needs to go through. It does. What a team-lifting goal. That was from the captain, Johnny Duncan. Doesn't get much better than that. 18 seconds, if that, Chipper, to see the first one go through.
Yeah, how good was that, Yendi? And in fact, you were just asking how they're going to go. Well, as we said, Bond looked like they're going to take the game away. And if Beenleigh were to get back into it, into the breeze, they need to outscore them this quarter. And they need a quick start. Well, you can't get much quicker than 20 seconds into the third quarter. They kicked their third 3-3-21, trailing Bond 7-7-49. And the captain, nothing better than the captain delivering the blow and leading the charges. Goodburn comes down. Big Barmy gets it. They need a lift from him. If he can get on top of Goodburn, that'll go a long way. As the defender comes out, takes the mark. I think it's young Clark, it is. He kicks it on the right out the wing to the little man with the big helmet. Number 40, Zingle man. He kicks it to half forward. Ollie Smart overruns it. They're up and about the Beenleigh Buffaloes. Look at this. It goes inside 50. Braden Everett. Eddie overruns it. Tapped in front. Bond under attack for the first time today, it seems, in the opening minutes of this third quarter.
Ball out there at half forward now as the player ran into the ground there. Umpire calls play on. Here's a chance again now for Steve Marnie. He pumps the ball along over the head there of Brazel. And they look to transition now through Aidan Duncan. Out to Clark, left foot kick, finds his teammate hot on the go. Maybe the umpire did call play on. Either way, it forced the turnover. Ball now at half back there through Williams. And now he finds a teammate who pumps the ball along there inside the forward line. Here's a chance for Brazel. Razzle dazzle, Brazel, bang! What a goal! How's that for a reply? 8-7-55 to 3-3-21. That is goal number 96 on the board there for Brazel. And they're all way back to a 34-point lead.
How good was that? And what a great call. You need to come up with the razzle dazzle prazzle signature for a man who's not even from Queensland, mate. You've just walked into town and you're on board the big fella as he kicks
Grand final day.
Hey, mate, you're up and about. As he kicks the 96th goal of the season. He's just got 4 to go, and Bond, of course, a kick clear now. 8-7-55, leading the Beenleigh Buffaloes 3-3-21. It's a 34-point ball game. What we started with at half time, what a great reply to Bond. But I tell you what, lads, don't go away if you're watching at home or watching out and about on the live stream through AFLQ, because Beenleigh Buffaloes are showing what they've got as it comes out of the end. Number 26 drives it forward into up towards Benny Merritt. It's over the back of Benny Merritt. It's a goal! It's a goal, Yenzi!
The boy from Gisborne in Victoria, just 15 minutes down the road from where I grew up, has kicked a goal up here, so I'm getting one for the Vics. The locals are up and about.
Absolutely, the one player on the ground that you actually personally half know, Yenzi, kicked it. An absolute miracle here. Inside the centre square, he just let loose Benny Merritt. I don't know if he meant to do it, but he was nowhere near it. It bounced over his head and it went straight through.
Bond. This is great.
Goodness me.
Where was this in the first half?
I know, mate. 3 goals in 3 minutes. It's unbelievable. Lockie Crosby, he's kicked the goal.
We're at a game-high margin, 40 points. So how can Beenleigh react? Here comes my boy Crosby again. Inside the forward 50. On the bounce. That's Taryn, lands in the arms there of Hall. He has a shot at goal.
Oh, no.
And he hits the post.
Gee. Goodness me, Bond Uni.
This is why you love footy, don't you?
Mate, I thought Beenleigh, I thought this is going to be their half, the way they come out in the opening 60 seconds, and now Bond, it's all Bond. As Hakeem Kennedy regains a bit of composure for the Beenleigh Buffaloes in the pale blue strip today, number 23, Hakeem kicks it dangerously, but finds his teammate there in Sean Good, the brother of Declan, the 19-year-old, goes out Wider, further to Mark Nolan on the wing. He's had a great year, Mark Nolan. Kicks it up the wing in the path of McGregor. Drops what he really needed to take in the third quarter of the grand final where you're trailing by 40 points, son. You need to take those. Jack James spoiled it. Reece King inside. Out to Good again. Back to McGregor perhaps. Back to, can't see who it is. It's number, someone with a ponytail. I think that might be Clark. Might be Clark for Beenleigh. Comes up now to number 47 in Andrew Cannon, the multi-goal kicking forward, 3 goals at half time, and it's going to be a ball up Jens.
He's doing it both ends. Cannon doing some great work there at half back and kicking goals up forward. He's kicked 2 from general play, showing the electricity that he brings to grand final day. As if on cue, he dishes out the handball to a teammate now on the outer side. As the Bull Sharks push the ball up towards half forward. At the feet there of Merritt. The ball bounces out towards the boundary line. James Fallon, he just keeps it in. Was it to his benefit? Yes, it was. He drew the free kick. He was slung after disposal, so have a free kick in the right back pocket.
James Fallon. He's been okay today, James Fallon. He's a little wiry, nuggety type, has a bit of a crack. Kicks it. It's a nice kick and a nice mark. Looks like it could be Mark Nolan potentially there with that mark. And they continue to play on that outside, Jens, to make it difficult for us to commentate. As it comes back in here now, and it's a poor kick. Turnover here, Bond inside 50, an easy inside 50. Benny Merritt traps it. He's got someone riding behind him. Somehow he evades him on the left. Slips it over in the path of Brazil boy. He can't quite take it. He gives it off again now, and Beenleigh are going to clear it through the agency of Sean Good here. It's a dangerous kick. Sean Good, what are you doing, son? You've kicked it straight down the throat of Kane Peters. He'll drive back inside 50, looking for his teammate there in Sean Marnie. And it's another turnover again, yeah.
Declan Eddy took the mark. He hit Nolan on the burst on the outer wing. Finds our boy, the Zinger man. The single man brings the ball up now. We're bringing them all out. It's the premiership quarter. It's do or die for everyone. Good pressure there from Crosby, but it was too long in the tackle, and a free kick will go to the Buffaloes on the outer side now. They've got to move the ball quick, but not towards the boundary line, and Caletti sees it out of bounds. It is a game-high margin, 41.7 minutes gone to the third.
And it's the game-high margin. It looks almost like a blowout, and yet it's the most exciting part of the grand final, Jens. The ball's zinging about, and they're all having a crack in it. Hakeem Kennedy, as if on cue, comes through, charges through with the one hand. Can't quite. There he is again. He gets another touch, but he gives it straight back to the Bond boys. You can't do that, boys. Another turnover, though. The little will-o'-the-wisp from Buffalo Bills. The Zinger man gives it, pushes off, palms off. He's running into trouble. Back again, Braden Eddy. He can kick a goal. He kicks it forward. Can he find his teammate? Can he find a Buffalo there? Not at the moment he can't. As it tips off, and Jens, you're going to have to take over, mate.
Oh, mate, it is all happening here, and it'll be a free kick to the Buffaloes. They've got the chance to kick another one and bring this margin back to 6 goals. And I love the vantage point up here because we can stand up, get pumped, and live every bump and bruise and every exciting moment as the Zingelman will have a shot at goal. This young gun has been electric at half forward. He's bringing his team almost single-handedly back into this contest, and he'll do a lot of good if he can slot this one through under pressure. The pressure that it is. The third term, his team trails by 7 goals in a grand final. They lost to Granny last year. They need to come back. He's drilled it. He made the most of it, Zingelman. 8.5 gone. It's 35 points the margin in this third term. This is the one we've been waiting for. We saw lots of stoppages in that second term.
Oh, look, in all fairness, comparatively, that was dead set boring the second term. Yeah, and seriously, this is exciting. We've had 4 goals kicked in the opening 8 minutes, and the Beenleigh boys, it's their premiership quarter. They're going to throw everything at them, and they are doing that. And of course, Mr. KFC himself, the Zingerberger, he is up and about on the half-forward flank, and that headband, if they were given votes today, mate, he'd have had 3 by now for sure, the big Zinger. They're going to go back in the ruck now. Barmy's found a new lease of life, but so's your boy, Lockie Crosby. He roves it beautifully, drives a big up and under inside 50 Bond. They're always terribly dangerous inside 50 this afternoon, but it's Declan Good, the high-flying first quarter marvel. He kicks it up to Calametti, and it's a good little lead. They've regained a little bit of composure just now. Beenleigh, Clark, here they go. Hakeem Kennedy, he sparked something, hasn't he? Look at this. Beautiful kick.
Oh, good one. Good man.
Goodness.
He wasn't even looking at the Sharon, just the awareness, the presence of the ball mid-air. Getting that one left juke onto it, sending it crashing out of bounds. I reckon he could have just saved the goal there.
Oh, mate, it's absolutely, that could be a defining moment, a premiership defining moment. As we see the next man, Lazarus Suter. Andrew Suter back on the ground. We thought he was gone for the afternoon. He's back out there, number 7 for Beenleigh, as it's kicked beautifully. John Duncan chips at the captain. Oh no, Clark couldn't take it. Back up on the wing. It's the other Lazar Inshaw. Lazar Inshaw, he dives, throws his hands at the ball and lunges. And another little premiership defining 1%er from Lazar Inshaw, the man who come back from the dead in the first quarter, as it gets thrown up right in front of us here. Yenzi, over to you, mate.
Almost nudged out of it. Fox belts it forward. Here comes Nolan here for the Buffaloes. He pumps the ball up towards centre half forward. Strong mark taken by the man who started the run. That was Jack Williams, electrifying in the first term. Looking for King. It goes over the head now. Ball now at half forward here for the Bullfrogs. Umpire calls play on. And they settle now through Suterus.
Yenzi, did you just call them the Bullfrogs by any chance, mate? Did you call the Bull Sharks the Bullfrogs?
Oh, well,
I'm pretty sure you did.
I
think you did, mate. I thought it was magnificent. That could be a new name for the Bull Sharks, mate.
We see the ball up. I've been given a fair bit of flack back home from being in Bullfrog territory.
Is that right, mate?
Yeah,
is there Bullfrogs down there, is there?
No, they're all up here, mate.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right.
Been told I've been sent up here to chase some Bullfrogs around.
Yeah, well, cane toads, mate.
Cane
toads, come on. You're in Queensland
Victorians,
territory now,
anything,
Yenzi.
mate.
Come on, buddy. Okay, spoken like a true ex-Victorian as he comes out now into the pale blue Buffalo Bill jersey, kicked out onto the wing. They just need something magical. From here he is, the Zinger man, as if on cue, but he's coughed it up. It's out to the young bloke there into Partha Hall now. Half 40, spins out of trouble, cops one high. Umpire says, yes, you did, son, Adam Hall. And gee, he's been good, Adam Hall. He sparked him up. The little nuggety forward, half forward. He kicks a little dinky kick into the pocket of Benny Merritt.
Oh.
Benny Merritt found space where no one else could. And Ben Merritt's going to shoot from probably 30 metres out on a reasonably acute angle, but with the bruise at his back.
This is a golden opportunity here to break the spirits of Beenleigh. They just need to aim for that left-hand goal post again, and it should fade across the front for a goal if kicked that way. Merritt, he's kicked 1 goal, 2 on the board today. He's led well, he's presented well, he rocks back, and he's missed to the near side. 1 goal, 3 on the board for him today.
Oh, he's not going to spoil a moment for those at home watching an exciting game of footy. Benny Merritt, they don't want to win it 1.5 quarters out. Got to leave some excitement in it for the folks watching from both sides as the ball comes back out onto the half-forward flank, right on that windy pocket side. You just can't score from there, and we're going to hope we're not back to this stoppage stuff again, Yenzi. We've seen enough of that in the second quarter.
You can see the ball has just been held up in the breeze there, belted forward by Brazel, but it's picked off there by his opponent there as Hakeem off a step, tries to just push the ball out towards a teammate, taken too high now. This Ryan Cook. Ryan Cook probably just needs to bomb it long because his opponents have put plenty of players back. Ball comes to ground now. It's Jack Fox was trying to play for the free kick. Umpire said no, play on now. It's Hakeem Kennedy, he turns the ball over, and a mark taken here by Nathan Thomas.
Hakeem Kennedy, another touch there from Hakeem. He's having a great quarter of football. As Nathan Thomas, haven't called him too much today, kicks it long inside deep to that. Again, they continue to kick to the sort of defensive pocket, which is a defensive strategy in AFL to lock it in, but come on, lads. Get it out to the fat side. Get it into the side where you're going to score goals from.
If you've got the ball here at half forward, just get the ball to Goodburn, who's more towards the corridor. He can pump the ball.
I agree with you, Yenzi. We should be coaching, mate. There's no doubt about it. As it comes out, that said, Bond's leading by 5 or 6 goals, so you can't sort of have too much of a crack at him as the ball's brought down. The Buffalo Bills. Oh, he's been ripped off the ball. Braden Eddie, give him a free kick, umpire. His teammate and compatriot there in Mitch McMillan, he's also wrapped up. But it's going to be a ball up right just in front of the central commentary wing here in a game that is one for the ages. Yendi, there's no doubt about that. With Beenleigh coming at all costs. It's their last little flurry, last little chance as Suter, Lazarus-like, back off the bench in that quarter. He's had a sin bin and he's done his knee and he's back out there as Calametti wrapped up. But he somehow finds space, gets the ball out. Johnny Duncan, the captain, he's been good. And Akeem Kennedy, probably best on ground in the third quarter at this point in time. Drives inside 50. Needed to be cleaner than that, Buffaloes. Couldn't quite do, but he butters up defensively with a great little tackle. Fans screaming for free kick.
Well, it's a 6-goal margin, but that ability there from Bailey Rose to just lay the tackle, that's fantastic. That locked the ball in, creates a stoppage. Now they've got the opportunity to kick a goal.
Absolutely too, as it's punched clear by Bond. They need to break clear at 50, and they do through the agency there. It looks like Jay Meaney. It's sort of not the greatest of kicks, but Akeem Kennedy, he owns the share in this half. He just keeps racking it up, the big fella, as he kicks it out now, far and wide to his teammate. It's out there on that far side again, making life difficult for the callers as he kicks it inside 50, 30 out. Jack Fox, Mr. Dependable. He's been solid today. He's been solid for a number of years with the Bond Bull Sharks team. And he's going to drive it back out of defence, up onto the wing.
As he pumps the ball along, comes off hands there from his captain there in Marnie. And we should see another ball up. It's 36 points of margin, but you just sort of feel that one more goal sort of changes all this. One more goal to Beenleigh. One goal away just to having the momentum swing back in their favour, but it's belted the opposite direction, straight in the arms of a Beenleigh player who pumps the ball up towards centre forward. Sharon bounces funny. That's why we love footy. Ball comes out now. Golden opportunity. Hard up there on the boundary line. It's coming. It's still in the field of play. Oh my goodness gracious. It's a rush behind.
Ball brought back now. Back on the game. The field's opened up for Jack Fox. Kicks it long. On Lorenshaw, he doubles it in front of him, can't quite gather, run over the boundary line, and Bond were away then with all that space opening up after what looked like what might have been a miracle goal. In fact, I wasn't sure which Buffalo Bill kicked it from that boundary there, Jens, but he was celebrating halfway down as it just missed in the end. He got a bit excited as it comes back down now. They need to actually get some score before they start celebrating. Reece King, been good all day, kicks it inside with the left foot. Runs out the back on Lorenshaw. He's still up and about. Gives it. He's looking for Hall. Looks for Brazel. Brazel has a shot, or has it kicked, and touched off hands, out of bounds, up in that deep pocket once again.
So we tick on 17.5 minutes. This is a very crucial moment in the game here for Beenleigh. They can ill afford to concede one now. Big moment in the game, and we talk about Goodburn having pushed back as that kick behind play. Merritt is that man at the moment as the ball's pushed out towards the boundary line. Here comes Cannon, right foot kick, he was out of bounds. We'll see another boundary throw in.
Of course, you'll notice might pick up Dean Davis Productions here, might be able to pick up the young fella Andrew Cannon with the tape around the nose, folks. He's just come off again with another bloodied nose, and he's back out. He looks like a true warrior. He's kicked 3 goals. He's a leading goal scorer on the ground. And here he is again. Look at him as he comes up with the footy. Snaps for his fourth. What are you going to do here, umpire? No, he's done. Did you see him do the... He was grabbing the shirt, the old stage management, and we didn't know which way it was going to go. It's fortunately for Buffalo Bills gone to them as Jordan Clark, the ponytailed Clark, goes. It's a blazer kick out there to Fallon, James Fallon. He's been all right, kicks it up, quick give. Oh, beautiful, slick hands. Look at this. Beenleigh out now to Mitch, big Mitchy boy, 41, kicks it. Oh, great defensive work from Bond. Don't give up, Buffaloes. Keep it in there, lock it in there. Who was that? Young Bailey Rose, like you did before, but again, great defensive work. I think that might have been Jack Rennick's. Was really good closing speed there, Jens.
It's tough there for Beenleigh as well when the player looked up. It was a 3-on-2 situation in favour of the defenders. So he looked up and all he could see was navy blue as they clear the ball out with a spiral up towards centre wing. Big moment here. Can the team in front, Bond Uni, make the most of it? No. Didn't get the handball away. It'll come out now to Singleman. It's been quiet in the last few minutes. Ball's at the other end of the ground, that's why. Laces up a teammate there in Cooper Lang. Has been quiet since the first quarter. Switches it across now to Clark. Clark looking for a teammate there at half forward. Was that a nudge? No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Bacon now will just keep the ball going along the outer side. He finds a teammate. They're just going to slow it down as we're fast approaching time on in the premiership quarter. It's 35 points the margin. This game is still not over yet as Hall puts the ball out towards a teammate. It's picked off there by Singleman there from Beenleigh as they try and generate something. Good tackling there on the outer side, but over aggressive. Free kick too high, and it'll go to Beenleigh on the outer wing.
Yeah, I think that might have been young Declan Eddy, the youngest of the 4 Eddies. We mentioned that before. We talk about the 4 Danahers and the sets of brothers playing over the years, and of course 4 Eddy brothers playing. Young Declan Eddy, just 17. He delivers across. It's a change, a switch in play. We haven't seen a lot of that this afternoon out of defence. Beenleigh go forward now through the agency of Jonathan Jennings, and he's found his teammate there in Bryce McGregor, who's a full 50 out. He's not going to get the distance. Goes a quick toe poke to Braden Eddy. Travelled barely the distance required, probably as an 8-metre kick, but the umpire's going to pay it. And I reckon Braden Eddy, he's going to be shooting from 46, 47 metres into a breeze. It's going to take his best kick, but he has been a very good, very astute, like his brother Callum.
Well, he had a shot in the first quarter too that missed.
That's true, and he did almost get the distance. He might be taking his best kick. It's a good kick. He's kicked it well into the breeze, had a good go at it, and just across the face. Just got the distance, and it's a point. Beenleigh Buffaloes 4-5-29, trailing Bonyuni 9-9-63. It's a 34-point, the same margin we had at half time. 21 minutes into the third. Beenleigh are throwing everything at him. They just can't get up onto the scoreboard enough as Reece King is penalised with what the umpire said. You threw that, Reece boy. It was slick movement. And to be fair, the umpire, I reckon he probably did, Reece. And he didn't get away. He's claiming he had a clenched fist. But you can't just...
That's the age-old story. Happens all the time.
You've got to make a claim, don't you? As Jack James goes short now to Balm. Big Balm, he done well against Goodburn today in the ruck. Kicks it. That's the centering kick we like to see. As Mark Nolan over the back flies over there to Duncan, flicks it inboard. They just can't get clear of that busy Bond defence. And we're going to have a ball up, Yenzi.
This is Nolan's time to shine here. He's kicked 48 goals for the season. He's gathered most of his touches on centre wing and across half back. He has to make his moment count here. This is a very crucial stage of the game. Deep in the time on. They need one here, Beenleigh. But at the same time, Bonyuni will be very happy with the stoppages. We've seen quarters go for 32 flat and 34 and a half. I don't see this one going just as long as what we've seen the other two.
No, you're probably right, in terms of stoppage work. Now, that's a deliberate kick for the moment. It's going to hit the boundary, Yenzi. I've called it, mate. I've called it. Will the umpire call it? Yes, he does. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that. We got it right here at Commentary Central. AFLQ, bang. And Zingerberger, he's taken the advantage of that too, the big fella. He kicks it inside 50 now. Oh, it's a big mark. That would have been Declan Good, and it was Declan Good, and it's come back to best on ground in the third quarter. Hakeem Kennedy.
Your boy has been in fine form. He puts the ball up towards the corridor. Good spoil there from Bonyuni, but it's a kick out to no man's land. As the Buffaloes will go straight back up towards half forward. They do through the aid of Callan Eddy. He gets the ball going really quickly, spears it on to the ground, and he finds a teammate. He'll have a shot at goal in the aid of Bailey Rose, who's presented himself the last couple of occasions.
He has. And you made mention, Jens, before how critical this next goal was in the scheme. 30.4-point game. Most people would think you're crazy saying that, Jens, but I agree with you. If they can kick this goal and get within 5 and kick with the breeze in the last, it's going to mean everything. So real critical from Beenleigh's point of view. And again, if Bond kick it, game nearly's gone. So as Rose comes in, he'll shoot from 45. He swings the head. Not a good swinging of the head, body language thing. And it's a point.
The wind just picked that. In fact, the wind's picked that up at the death knock, and we'll see another blood rule here. We've seen a few of those things happening today.
It's a grand final. It's a last man standing scenario today, Yenzi. No doubt about that, mate. As Brazel comes on for Benny Merritt. Benny Merritt with a bit of a split down the side of his noggin. That's just like he wakes up most morning after a shave with that going on, Benny Merritt. He'd eat that up for breakfast. He loves that sort of stuff. As Balm comes up, ball's flicked out. Oh, here's the Zinger man. Look at him. He's having a quarter and a half too. Reece King out to his compatriot there and Ollie Smart. Both got the same hairdo, those boys. Hard to pick out, but the umpire's called it out, I think. Or no, he's called it back.
Called it out of bounds.
Called it out of bounds.
And I'm going to love the work here from the boundary umpire. He was doing his best to avoid the ball kicking him in the head, but he was able to get a good glance and call the ball out of bounds.
Well, of course, you're an umpire, mate, yourselves, Yenzi, so you probably know what you're talking about when you're referring to umpires, that's for sure.
As the Bonyuni trying to work their way out of there, the captain, Steve Marnie. He's been a warrior all day, as young Stephen. And a ball up here, right on the commentary wing. 25 and a half gone, 33 points the margin. Goodburn brings it down the ground. It's picked up here by Foxy. Copped the high one, incidental, and he's telling Brazel Dazzle, go long, and he pumps the ball long. Ball hits the ground, comes down now to Oliver Farrett. Handballs now, it'll land in the arms of Beenleigh. And he hugs the ball up towards the boundary line. Came off above the knee. That's a boundary throw in. That's a boundary throw in, yeah.
Above the knee. Oh, it's
the same umpire that I gave him a pat on before.
Mate, some fantastic umpiring going in, Yenzi. You called it. He called it.
Love these young kids coming through.
Yep. They're the future of the game. Let's be honest. I'm not sure how young. I think that bloke's a bit older than what you might have been thinking there, Yenzi. But anyway, he could be 30 plus. But it comes out to Jack Fox. He kicks it long. It's a one-on-one. Don't you love a one-on-one?
Oh,
Jack
yes.
James, defensively, you little ripper, punches it away from Brazel Dazzle. The leading goal kicker just kicked the one today as Declan Good clears it. It's a nice kick, a beautiful kick. It had to be good for them to retain possession as Aidan Duncan has the football now. He goes short. They've been good on these short lead-up and hits, but they just haven't been able to get it through the big sticks enough as James Fallon, 60 out, kicks it long to the hot spot. There's Mark Nolan. He's not that big in stature. Can he come down with the footy? Ollie Smart, a quick little give to no one in particular, but it comes out to Bond and the boy with the brace on the throat, on the nose. In sorry, not Olorenshaw. Who is it with that? Andrew Cannon. I'm sorry about that. Kicks it forward, up onto the wing. And I just lost my train of thought for moments here, Yenzi, as we get a little throw in with your umpire man right here in front of us.
Love the work here from the boundaries. There's a great kick to touch. Rucks will contest right in front of us. Won the ground there by Balm, but it's brought to ground here from Bonyuni. Here comes King. He pumps it out. It's another big one-on-one. How's Brazel going to go here? He brings it to ground. That was very clever. Bit of communication here. As the Merritt spots up Brazel. Umpire said no. Play on. Hit the deck. And we'll see. He brought it in. Holding the ball.
Jeez.
Free kick. Umpire in perfect position.
Dirty day for Brazel, boy, isn't it, at the moment? Jack James wearing him like a cheap suit all over him. The coach's son, doing a great job. Declan Good for his third mark of the day. Contender, he just can't seem to pull it in. He gets his hands on it as Cannon wraps it up. Can't take it. Reece King's bundled over the line there. And we've got some tired bodies out there, 28 minutes into the third quarter.
He's going to land one eventually, isn't he? Surely.
Goodsy?
Yeah.
Well, you'd think so. Gee, he's got a leap on him. I haven't seen him play all that much, and I've got to say he's impressed today, albeit his consistency is sort of a little bit up and down. It is a grand final today, of course, as well as Bond continue to defend from the front half of their ground, and there's tackle after tackle. Akeem is looking to lock it in, and in the end, they just don't seem to be able to break through the Beenleigh side for that much needed goal.
It's going to be a challenge as we approach the 29-minute mark, because we do have Kane Peters, who is playing that kick behind there, just having that extra man loose. So if they do rush the ball out, the ball's going to be pumped straight back in there. Or you've got Goodburn winning the rucks like he has been. It's not going to happen anytime soon.
It's been a good little ruck battle, that one, the one between Goodburn and Balm at this stage, and they're both going for it again today. Been pretty even, although with Goodburn just a bit stronger body at times, gets a few little extra hit-outs to their advantage as it's looks like I think that might have been Lazarenshaw there,
Lazarenshaw.
coming back. He's been, he's made sure he can enjoy his grand final today, has he? Got his money's worth for sure. As Goodburn comes up again, Barmy down to no one. Beenleigh, important scrimmage this one. Out from Bond, punched away. Who's going to come away? It's the Dark Blues, the Bond. Reece King on the favoured left and the look away. Don't argue. It's not a bad looking kick. Reece King, has he kicked the sealer? 29 minutes into the third quarter for the Bond Uni Bull Sharks. Well, I tell you what, if it's not the sealer, it's very, very close. The left foot of Reece King, the young dynamo from the Ovens and Murray, town of Albury. And what a ripping goal from him, and it was his second of the afternoon. Young King kicked one in the first and one in the third, and they go to 10 goals, 9-69. Beenleigh Buffaloes 4-6-30. It's a 39-point ball game, Jens. It's by G.
It's amazing. You kick a goal, you come off the ground after you spend more energy running off the ground than kicking that goal. You always wonder how much he's got left in the tank, because he and Hall have been dynamic at half forward for Bond Uni. It's 39 points the margin. Goodburn, a clever backhand. Comes out towards the commentary wing. That's Nolan. Sidesteps the umpire. Just got the handball away. It's great work and endeavour here by Bond Uni. But here comes Akeem Kennedy. Underground handball out to Nolan. He bombs a torpedo up towards half forward. There's plenty of numbers around this contest now. Bond Uni would love a stoppage. Good tackle. Very good. And we'll see a ball up on the siren. And a quarter that went for 31 minutes. It is three-quarter time. It's Bond Uni 10-9-69 through the goal there of King to blow the margin out to 39 points. 4-6-30 just quickly through the goal kickers. Cannon the 3 for the leaders. Reece King has kicked 2, singles 2. Olerenshaw, Merritt, Smart, Brazel and Cosby. And then for the Buffaloes, we've got 2 to Cal Eddy, 1 to Johnny Duncan and 1 to Jacob Zingelman. It is three-quarter time. We're going to be back with the final stanza right after this.
We're hanging in there. Ooh.